Imagine this. It's late at night in a small Australian town. You walk up to an ATM to grab some quick cash and suddenly realize something unbelievable. Every time you swipe your card, no matter how much you withdraw, the bank never takes the money out of your account. Free money. Over and over again. What would you do? Keep it a secret and live the dream? Or tell someone before it's too late? Welcome to Believe It or Not, the show where weird is real and the truth is stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Bryan. Today's story is about one man who stumbled upon a financial glitch so wild it turned him from a regular guy into an accidental millionaire almost overnight. This is the story of Dan Saunders, an ordinary Australian man who made an extraordinary discovery back in 2011. Dan was out with his friends in Wangaratta, Victoria, a small town in the Australian countryside, when he stopped by an ATM to take out cash. But when he checked his balance later, he noticed something strange. He hadn't been charged. So he tried again. And again. And every single time, the ATM kept spitting out money, while his account stayed the same. Dan realized he had discovered a glitch in the bank's system. Here's how it worked. By transferring money between his savings and credit accounts after midnight, he could trick the machine into creating money that didn't exist. At first, it was just a few $100s. Then thousands, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. Over the next few months, Dan withdrew millions of Australian dollars. And what did he do with all that money? What any good young man would do. He threw lavish parties for his friends, flew in private jets, paid for luxury hotels and fancy dinners. He even hired his own personal private chef. For a while, he was living a movie-style fantasy life, all because of a single ATM glitch. But here's the twist. Dan knew deep down that the money wasn't really his, and the dream couldn't last forever. After about a year of living large, he decided to come clean. He confessed everything to the police and the bank, explaining exactly how he did it. Believe it or not, Dan Saunders went from being just a regular bartender to one of the most famous accidental millionaires in Australian history. His story was so wild, it made international headlines and even inspired documentaries. Now, here are a few fun facts about our podcast. Did you know ATMs were first introduced in 1967 in London? And today, there are over 3 million ATMs worldwide. Also, banks spend billions of dollars every year making sure glitches like the one Dan found don't happen again. And finally, the Guinness World Record for the largest ATM withdrawal in one transaction is 10 million yen in Japan. That's about 90,000 US dollars. Now that's what I call a really good trip to the ATM. Now it's your turn to think about it. Imagine you found an ATM glitch that gave you unlimited money. What would you do? Would you A, use it a little, just enough to help your family or pay some bills? B, go big, spend like crazy, and live like a millionaire? Or C, report it immediately, knowing it's not really yours after all. It's a tough question, isn't it? Because money can be tempting, but choices like this can change your life forever. That's today's unbelievable story. Next time on Believe It or Not, we'll travel to India to meet the Mountain Man, who carved an entire road through solid rock using only a hammer and chisel to help the people of his village. It's one of the most inspiring true stories of determination you'll ever hear. Until then, keep wondering, keep learning, and remember, sometimes truth is weirder than fiction.